Children in Syria subjected to airstrikes, starving in besieged towns or risking their lives at sea to escape to Europe. And once there, they go missing. At least 10,000 so far, maybe more.
The figure of 10,000, I think, would be a conservative estimate across all the countries that are dealing with this migrant crisis.
Brian Donald heads up the EU's law enforcement agency. He says 5,000 children went missing in Italy alone, and that another 1,000 were missing in Sweden. The UNHCR estimates that 2,700 refugee children arrived in Europe last year. And an international non-governmental organisation, Save the Children, believes 26,000 of them came alone.
What we're saying is that, that's the number of unaccompanied minors that we don't know where they are. We don't know, they're lost in the system is the phrase that I heard used today. I think that's a good way of putting it.
Save the Children points out that it's possible some of the missing children have been reunited with family and friends.
It's really hard to say exactly what is happening to these kids. And some of them are showing up in the country of destination and applying for asylum with their families and friends sometimes.
But there's also evidence that some children have been targeted by traffickers. Europol says the concern is that they're vulnerable due to their young age and may be especially vulnerable to different forms of exploitation. For example, petty theft, begging and sexual exploitation. Since 2011, the war in Syria has forced more than 4.5 million people to abandon their homes. Refugees have escaped to Europe in unprecedented numbers. One of the busiest routes has been through Turkey across the Aegean Sea and into Europe through one of the Greek islands. It's also dangerous. The International Organization for Migration reported that 30% of deaths in the Aegean last year were children. Despite the risks, many children managed to keep going, but some European countries have responded by erecting fences and shutting borders. On top of that, a report recently released by the Bureau of Investigative Journalism says Britain deported close to 3,000 unaccompanied child refugees to their countries of origin over the past 9 years. 10,000 child refugees missing in Europe, maybe more.
So it's really a warning, an appeal to all governments who are dealing with these large numbers of children and families on the move to really strengthen the systems, because otherwise more children will go missing and more children will be preyed upon.